firststepreading.com.
Hi, this is Heather from First Step Reading. Today we're going to go over some learning together. We're going to start with our calendar. This is a calendar. A calendar has the month and the date. We're going to start by saying our months of the year. The actual date that I say in the video is not important. It's just to help us learn. So let's start with the months of the year. How many months are in 1 year? 12, that's right. Let's say them together. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. These are the 12 months in a year. Today we're talking about September. September falls in the season of both fall and summer, but since we're in the beginning of September, we're still in the summer. Summer is the hottest season. You can go swimming in the summer. After the summer comes fall, where it starts to cool down and the leaves change colors and they fall off the trees. After fall is our coldest season, which is winter. In many places, it snows. After winter, it warms up again in the spring. The leaves come back on the trees, flowers bloom, and then it gets even hotter again in the summer. So these are our 4 seasons. Since we're talking about the beginning of September, that falls in summer. Now let's figure out what day it is by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is the number of today, a 1 and a 0. Our 10 is red because we're doing a black-red pattern. Black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red. That is called this, where it changes 1 to 2 different things. Keep repeating, that is called an A-B pattern. We have an A-B pattern that's black and red for September. That's why it is red. Okay? See, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, red. Our number of today is 10, which is a 1 and a 0. And our letters of today are D and E. These are both D's and these are both E's. D's say duh, 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 like drum, duh, duh, duh. And E says like egg. Both of the uppercase and the lowercase D's and both the uppercase and lowercase E's make the same sound. So this is our calendar. If you're doing it at home, it will look like this. Oh, sorry. September 10th. That's how you would say it. You circle September and you circle 10. Now we're going to move on to the days of the week. How many days are in 1 week? There are 7. So let's sing the song together. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So today, for this video, it is Thursday. And if today's Thursday, yesterday was Wednesday. And if today's Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. Okay? If you want to do that worksheet, it's here. You circle Thursday, then yesterday's Wednesday, and tomorrow is Friday. Okay. So I told you we're talking about the beginning of September, so that's still summer. That's our season, right? 4 seasons in the year. And to figure out the weather, I look out the window. I see it's a cloudy day, and when I stepped outside, I saw it was warm. So, my choices are, is it a sunny day, cloudy day, windy day, rainy day, or snowy day? I could just look out my window and see that. Then, with an adult, you can step outside and feel the temperature. It is not hot where I live today. I can't go swimming, but it's pretty hot, so it is warm. It is not freezing cold today. Where I live, maybe where it is where you live. Freezing cold. If it's not quite freezing cold, but it's still pretty cold, then it is cool. So you can do your weather report. Okay? And I already filled it out up here. I filled in, it kind of erased, so I'll fill it in again. I filled in cloudy, the first box, and I filled in warm. And at the end of September, I'm going to be able to see how my weather was like for the month of September, right? Because I'm going to fill out my weather graphing. So now we've finished our calendar. We went over our months of the year. We went over our 4 seasons, the days of the week, and the weather. So we're going to move on to math, and I'll put up right here, before we move on, the weather report, the days of the week, and the daily calendar for you to see. Okay, those are the worksheets you can do for calendar time. And then we'll move on to math. Thank you. So for math, we're going to start by our skip counting by 2s. It takes a lot of practice, but the more we do it, the better you'll get. So let's do it together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Let's do it one more time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we have a counting by 2s worksheet that will be up here so you could see it. And you fill in the missing numbers, and then at the bottom you count by 2s to 6. So you could do that to practice your 2s. It's going to be right here. Now today we're talking about 5 frames. Yesterday on Tuesday we talked about 5 frames where we had, let me find it for you, where we had the dots and we had to count them and see how many. It's called 5 frames because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, right? But today we're talking about 5 frames where there are no dots, just the number. So the way you do this is you put 1 dot. It says I need 3 dots, so I put 1 dot in each box. 1, 2, 3. And this one says I need 2, so I put 1, 2. You make the dots today, okay? That's what I want you to work on for math. There's a few of these different sheets you can print out. So work on, sorry, that just went down. Work on making your dots. 1, 2, 3. Only 1 dot in each square. And in this one, 1, 2. Okay? Your 5 frames. And keep working on your counting by 2s. That's what we're doing for math today. Now we're going to move on to science. Science, we're talking about sound. Sound is what we hear. How do we hear sound? We hear sound because we have something called an eardrum in the middle of our ear. And this eardrum vibrates, shakes quickly back and forth when there's sound, and that allows us to hear sound. So this is our eardrum. It's the part of our ear that separates the front and the back of our ear, and it vibrates, moves up and down really fast, so we hear sound. So sound is a vibration that travels through sound waves. We can't see them, but they travel in waves to our eardrum and vibrates our eardrum so we hear sound. Sound can travel in liquids like water. It can travel in gases like air, right? We had the experiment with the pepper, and we saw that the pepper moved up and down next to the radio. Experiment on Tuesday, and it could travel through solids like the rope when we made the telephone wire. So today I'm going to show you how it can travel through liquids like water. So this is the experiment for today. So the actual experiment you do with 4 cups, but just for us today, I did it with 2 cups. So you make your hypothesis. What do you think is going to happen if I hit the spoon against the cups, not too hard, with your parents' permission? What do I think is going to happen? That's my hypothesis. What is going to happen if it has different amounts of water in each cup? It's hard to draw this one, so you might have to write it. I think, you can have an adult help you, it will make different sounds. Okay, you can have your adult write it in yellow, like a yellow marker, and you can trace it. That's a good way to first start writing. You think of the idea, your adult will write your sentence down in yellow, and you trace it. So for today, your hypothesis is probably not going to be a drawing because you can't really draw sound, but you can have an adult help you write it in yellow, or you could try to sound it out, and then you trace it. So that's my hypothesis, what I think is going to happen. And then my final results is what actually happens. So I think if there's different amounts of water in each cup, they will make different sounds. So let's hear the one that has a lot of water. And let's hear the one that has a little water. Ooh. Hear that? Different sounds, because the sound waves travel at different speeds with the different amounts of water. Makes a different sound. So then I would write what happens. So this experiment you can print out and you can try it. The sound, you do 4 levels of water and you hear the different sounds. So then once you finish, you can do this worksheet, cut and paste, sound traveling through water, that's our glass experiment, sound traveling through a solid, which was our cup experiment with the rope, right? Travels through the string, and sound traveling through air was the pepper experiment, where you put peppers on the plastic and put it next to a speaker of music, and the pepper will move because it travels through air. So those were the 3 experiments for sound for this week. So if your adult can help you, you could try to get all 3 done for this week. So for this week, we're working on sound, traveling through water, air, and solids. Now we're going to move on to language arts. Our sight word for this week is A. You can make a flashcard or you can print your flashcards, and you can finish doing your sight word worksheet. You read the word A, write the word A, and circle the word in this box. You have to find it. That is our sight word for today and this week. Remember, sight words are the words you memorize. We don't memorize every word, but we memorize our sight words. And the reason why we memorize these words is because these are the most common words that we see when we're reading. So if we just know these words, we'll read faster and we'll understand what we're reading better. So please practice your sight words. So far we just have one. It's A. When you see an A in a book, you know to say A. Let's sing our alphabet together. This will help us know the names of the letters. So let's sing it together. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? You will see that every letter has an uppercase letter and a lowercase letter. They are both the same letters, and these letters both make the same sound. So, let's sing our letter sound song together. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. The letters have sounds, have sounds, have sounds. Sing them now with me. A says ah, 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 ah. The B says ba, 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 ba. The C says k, 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 k. Like apple, bat, and cookie. The D says da, 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 da. The E says eh, 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 eh. The F says like dog, elephant, and fish. The G says g, 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 g. The H says the I says I, like girl, horse, and iguana. The J says j, 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 j. The K says k, 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 k. The L says ooh, like juice, kite, and lion. The M says mm, 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 mm. The N says mm, 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 mm. The O says ah, 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 like monkey, knight, and octopus. The P says pa, 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 pa. The Q says qua, 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 qua. The R says rrrr, like penguin, queen, and rose. The S says s, 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 s. The T says t, 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 t. The U says like snowman, turtle, and umbrella. The V says v, The W says wah, 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 wah. The X says x, 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 like violin, whale, and X-ray. The Y says yeah, 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 yeah. The Z says zzz, like yogurt,